Now for the last step, we're going to put the part into the print tray. And because NX is a master model concept, what we'll do is we will create our print tray, and essentially this is our tooling for 3D printing. So we'll say File, New, and what we want here is a additive manufacturing, and we could select the printer. Mine are kind of fictitious printers. You would have real printers, and we'll give it a name and select OK. So now that we're here, I will do select the HP printer. I could really select any one of them for this demonstration. And then once we have it, you could bring in a 3D STL part, but I'm going to add our part, the 6:1 topology optimization. And notice it gives you a little preview, so it helps you find the part. And we could put in just one, and maybe that's what we'll do. We'll put in one, and then we'll come back and do it differently. And then what we'll do is we want to put it in using the print coordinate system that it gave us, and there it is. And we can move the part, move it up, but it is in the orientation of the print thesis. So maybe stick it in the middle. And if we wanted to, we could add additional parts. You know, we have 2 now, and so on and so on. So we could add these parts, and if I click OK, the parts will be added to the build tray. And then for this part, we really don't want supports. Supports would be ridiculous to get out of there, but let's go ahead and give it a try anyway. We'll select on one and say Create Supports. And there's different types of supports you could do. You could do automatic, or we could do manual, region only. We're going to do automatic, and we'll see what it gives us here. So a part with this refined shape, it would be hard to clean out all those supports. Not to say that it can't be done, it could, but it's probably not a good scenario. If we truly were printing it with a printer that required supports, I would recommend that we did not refine the material spreading so much. Okay, so it did add the supports, and there are plenty in there because there's just so much going on. But that's how the supports would be added to your part. So let's try a different scenario. Let's remove the parts. We're just simply going to delete them out of here. And let's add them in a different fashion for the multi-jet fusion that doesn't require the supports. So we'll add the part. And again, the 6:1 part. And then this time we're going to say we want 15. So we added the parts, and they're not in the build tray, and maybe they won't fit in the build tray. But we have an option for automatic nesting. So if we select automatic nesting, we could put them in 3D or 2D. We'll say 3D. Distance between parts, 5 millimeters. Distance between the walls, 3 millimeters, and the Z level every 2 millimeters. And we're just going to say free state, so it can go in any way it wants. And we're going to stop after 1 minute of optimizing how we put it in, and we'll go ahead and hit OK. And the parts will populate the build tray, and they will move around to try to optimize in a free 3D fashion. And if it can't fit them all in, the ones that it can't fit in, it will just park along the side, and you can delete them because they won't be able to be built in this build tray. So all 15 parts did fit in. That's very good. And if we take a closer look, that's how it would be done. So if you needed to print several of these, you could fill this build tray up and print them. And, you would not need to pay for tooling, and you could print shapes that couldn't be made with traditional tooling, and make changes at will, saving time and money.